Hey, Curtis.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Sweet 915. I'm your host, Curtis Smith, and it's my co-host,
It's me, Fedora. How you doing,
it's
Curtis?
me, Fedora. It's
What's been going?
October. See, I got my pink shirt on today because I want to support women. What's it?
Breast
Breast,
cancer. Mm-hmm.
breast cancer awareness
Awareness.
month.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yep. I got some
um,
pink on. We both got
got some
pink
pink.
on. I just noticed that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring you news, information, updates, and our thoughts on everything from relationships to local happenings. But you know, Fedora, can you tell us about what's going on with the latest news before I talk about what's going on for today's topic?
Well, some COVID updates. As of
Yeah.
today, there are 35 new cases, 27 hospitalized, and 9 people in the ICU. So we're encouraging everyone to continue to practice your safety measures because even though they say COVID is over, we know it is not over.
No, it's not
Um,
over.
yeah. And please do not forget uh, to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, early voting is coming up. We'll have more information about the voting on up and upcoming events and other information. So stay tuned. But just start
Yeah.
now making your plan to early vote and download and print out your what do they call it, the
Ballot
model, yeah, your model ballot, and fill
or
it
the model
out so
ballot?
you can take it to the polls with you and already have it checked off, and it takes less than 10 minutes. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Fedora, I'm gonna share this with some people too. Hey, listen, when you go to these restaurants, right?
Mhm.
And somebody move from that table, make sure they wipe your table off before you sit down. Make sure they spray that CDC required spray on your table and wipe your table off. I went out a couple times and yeah, I had to say, can you wipe this off for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, come on, man. People don't believe COVID is still out there, but it's still out there. There's people still catching COVID.
Yeah.
So even though they say it's over, it's not over,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be a recurring shot. I think I got to get a booster shot this year as well.
I
So
got mine.
you got a
Mm,
booster, so this will be your
yeah,
second or third.
my third one. I got my
See,
third booster.
I'm on my second. I got to make a phone call, so I need to get hot
Yeah.
on the boosters for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So on
Walgreens.
today,
They're at Walgreens.
they free.
Yeah. Just go to
Okay,
Walgreens. Make an appointment. You have to make an appointment at Walgreens, but you can walk in too. But
okay,
just don't know how long the wait will be. But any
all
Walgreens.
right. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So on today's show, the state of local housing. Is it a buyer's or seller's market? And our special guest is Army veteran, realtor, and certified financial and career coach, Miss Julie Loving Scott. So she's
Right.
going to join us. Welcome, Miss Julie Loving Scott.
Hello, Mr. Curtis. And because we're from Southwest Georgia and we like to pick at each other, let me go ahead and help you out. I'm a realtor. There's not an
Who?
extra A in realtor. I'm not a realtor. I'm a realtor. REALTOR.
Y'all
Realtor.
going at it already.
What? Is it what it say? Realtor?
A realtor.
Hey, okay.
Realtor. That's it.
That's how you say it?
A realtor. Hmm.
Realtor.
Not love.
Oh, I added the I to that. I'm for I,
You
my
had an A
apologies.
one time and then you had an I the other time. So you just doing your Southwest Georgia thing to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm from South Carolina, and that's my geeky
Mhm.
gullah coming out. That's what it is right there.
That's all right.
You know,
That's all
we
right.
we change words to so we can understand what it really means, but you know what I'm saying. That's what
I,
we
Mhm.
I,
say.
I completely understood you.
Yeah. Ooh, so how you doing today?
I'm good. I won't complain. Season change, and we are all feeling the effects of it, being 50 and soon to be 51 in a couple of weeks. Your body does not adjust to the weather like it used to. So it
I
takes a
know
little longer to get over the
Fedora always
season
got
change.
something going on with her nose. She pulling on it and stuff
Excuse
like
you.
that. So you can tell the weather's changing. That's my weather lady right there.
Completely rude.
Isn't he? But that's all right. I get with him
Hey,
later.
hey, that's my weather lady. She started pulling on her nose. Oh, the weather about to change. Fedora get the, pulling on her nose and stuff like that.
Mhm. I have spray
But
tan.
I got to get Fedora because we didn't get our pick on me time. So you jumped in on me, so I got to get on both of y'all today. How about
Mhm. It's all right.
Wow.
I'll get you back later.
that? Okay. So, but you're doing okay though, right?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. I won't complain.
Okay, that's good stuff. So we brought you on today to talk a little bit about what's going on with the market. So we're gonna get right into the questions because we know it's Sunday and it's NFL Sunday and maybe your
Hmm.
team's playing today. No, you don't do football.
So I don't do it at all. I think the only person that it matters to may be you, but
I,
What?
So
I, I wait for the commercials on Super Bowl Sunday. Is that I'm not the only person that does that?
no, you're
What?
not.
Oh,
That's
the
all I'm.
halftime.
I
Oh, the
want the
Super.
Super
Oh,
Bowl Sunday
Commercials and
commercials.
half times. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I'm tracking. Yeah, they have some good commercials in. The halftime is like an hour long, so Super Bowl is like extra long. Yeah. But so I'm going to start off with the first question that we got for you today. So we've been hearing that the market is changing as far as the real estate business. So they're saying it's a buyer's market, it's a seller's market. What is the current situation with real estate right
Okay, I do have to do my little disclaimer. Please go to my website, julielovingscott.com, so you can click on the information about brokerage services so you'll know what I can and cannot do for you if we are not in a contractual agreement. So, with that being said, those terms are thrown around a lot. Buyer's market, seller's market, and all that
now?
means is favoring one over the other. But right now in 2022, we are seeing where it's starting to balance out. Yes, it's shifting, but it's starting to balance out because now we're seeing where buyers have more options and we see where sellers are starting to have to negotiate because
Hmm.
2020 when it took off starting in March, it was bananas if we couldn't keep a house on the market for more than a day.
Hmm.
And then it got to a couple of hours and I heard as much as 35 offers on one house.
Wow.
That was just right when the shutdown happened and we had people PCSing in, we had people coming in with the other companies. And then we had a situation where in 2021, we started noticing, okay, houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. We got up to like 6 days. Here in El Paso, right now, we are seeing that you can be on the market for at least 15 days before you get that one offer that you want to go under contract with. We're still seeing multiple offers, but not the
Like it
30
was.
plus like we were doing before. You might get 5, maybe 10, depending on where you're located and the price point. So I would say that it's in favor of both because buyers now have options and sellers are now being able to make a sound decision and not a rush decision because
Mm.
when we were having a multiple offer situation, it was actually stressing not only the buyers out, but it was stressing our sellers out because it was like, I don't want to make a mistake. How do I choose? And then we had the builders that were behind. So now the builders are starting to catch up. We're starting to receive lists from the builders saying that they have inventory, which again gives buyers more options. However, resale homes are still seeing an increase in value.
Hmm.
Um, some people don't want to wait for a home to
Be Bill.
be built. Some people are saying to themselves, you know what? Let's see, 9 to 12 months, maybe 13. or 45, 60 days to close on this existing home. And I can put some new handles on the cabinets myself. So to answer that question, I hope you heard the answer in there. It's starting to balance out. Buyers have options, and sellers are they're still able to make a profit, but they're not making the ridiculous profit they were making before.
Okay. Okay. So, do you feel that we're in a recession?
This is my opinion, not my professional opinion. This is my personal opinion based on what I have seen, based on the recessions that I've had the privilege of living through. I believe we were already in a recession. They just didn't call it, in my opinion. But per the professionals, if you look at Lawrence Yon, the CEO of the National Association of Realtors, and a lot of the other major players that we listen to, they're saying we're headed towards one. In my opinion, look at your own dollar. What does your dollar do? Do we even have 5 cent, 10 cent, or 25 cent candy anywhere? I mean, the Dollar Tree is $1.25.
25. Okay, say it.
So, in my opinion, I believe we've already been in one. They just didn't want to call it to cause a panic.
Yeah.
So, as a homeowner, what should I prepare for in case of a recession?
As the homeowner,
As a homeowner.
Then I would ask, did you take advantage of the opportunity to lower your interest rate when they were passing out twos and every now and then a one something? Did you take advantage of that in 2020 and 2021? Did you refinance at that time? If you didn't, I would get with my lender to find out how I can pay my mortgage off sooner than later. If you are a homeowner, I would say actually sit down and write out a budget, not do a spreadsheet sheet on the computer, write it out. It is and have the whole family involved. Adjust. If you watch my YouTube, desertjewels.com, there's a adjust in August and readjust. What was your budget before? What do you need to adjust on your budget now? Do you need to attack your debt? My personal financial advisor told me to stop paying into my 401k and tackle my debt and just get to the point where I'm debt free. Because I've been there before. Y'all, it's a beautiful place to be in. But if you are a homeowner, I would say get debt free and leverage your home. There's things that you can do, get with your mortgage lender. If there's things that you can use your home for, you have the home equity line of credit that you could talk to your mortgage lender about and see if that works for you. However, I do warn you that if you use that to pay off your debt, be sure to pay that off and don't get back in debt. It's pointless to use that HELOC and then turn around and get back in debt again.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. With that, can you put back in the home? Let's say if you got that line of credit, could you add things to your home, flooring, doing things of that nature to the home? Is that something that you can do with that money?
When you get the funds out, it's yours. It's for you to use it the way you want to, unless you have it specifically. You do a construction loan, that's something different. But if you're getting the money, the equity line of credit money out, once they put that money in your hand, you can do whatever you like. I.e., for example, we're positioning ourselves to use ours to do our landscaping in our backyard. But it's a major landscaping project. It's not just, oh, we're going to put a pool in. No, we plan to put a whole wonderland in the backyard.
Okay. And then how does that affect your mortgage payment, or does it?
You do them as two separate loans because we have a VA mortgage loan. So our home equity line of credit, we're going to do it as a separate mortgage, but that's something you would talk to your mortgage lender about because they'll explain it to you better. I know of the product, but I don't know how the product works exactly. So that would be something you would talk to the mortgage expert about.
Okay. Good. Because yeah, I get letters. You know how you get some? They send you those letters in the mail, and they're saying you have this amount, or well, they don't give you an amount, but they're saying contact us because you can do this or that. And I get the letters, put them away, but I never go for it and do it. But there are some projects that I wanna look into. So
I
instead of
would
getting a
warn
personal loan,
I
I
would
could
warn
just
you that you make sure you use your lender. Don't call the 800 number on some of these letters, because if you read the fine print, it says we're not associated with whatever company. So make
oh
sure you call the number that is on your
my
mortgage bill. That's who
uh-huh.
you want to talk to. You don't want to
Okay.
talk to ABC company that sent you something saying, "Hey, we know you got a loan with Alphabet Company, but we're ABC, but we're not affiliated with Alphabet Company." So you want to be
Mm,
for sure that you talk to your mortgage
lender.
lender and ask them
Mhm.
about the products available to you and the interest rates available to you.
Okay.
That being said, about the interest rate, please, please, please do not flip out about this potential 7%. Remember, our parents were paying double digit and they thought they were in heaven when they had,
Hmm.
18% versus 24%. So we are
Mhm.
still at an all time low. But interest goes up, interest goes down. So always remember there's an opportunity to refinance. You just got to, it's all about positioning.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
So, what types of loans are out there for people who want to purchase homes?
Believe it or not, there's what we refer to as creative financing available for those that have credit challenges. You have the owner financing. We have
Uh-oh.
She froze on
Oh,
us.
yeah, she froze.
we
Okay.
have we
Okay,
have
you
convention.
froze.
You
You
froze
froze
on
on
us.
us for a second, so go back.
Okay. We have conventional VA here in Texas. We have Texas Vet. You have owner financing and FHA. And there are other products out there. Again, that would be something I would tell you to talk to a reputable mortgage lender. If you don't have one, just call Julie and I will assist you with connecting with a reputable mortgage company.
Okay.
Okay. So do they still have the first time buyers? That program, is that still around? Or well, I know Obama had it, but I figured they would probably bring that back around, especially for some of these young couples that would like to purchase homes. You know what I'm saying, that don't have the good line of credit, or having credit challenges, as you say.
First time home buyer program was not a Obama thing. That was before he was born, and it was after. It's gonna, it's still here.
It's here.
So
Okay.
again, that's your mortgage professional. That's that person that you want to sit down with somebody that's going to take the time and explain this to you. If it's your first time purchasing a home, I would strongly recommend that first you connect with a realtor that you know and trust, and then let them guide you to a reputable mortgage company that will be able to sit down with you and show you what you need to do. I'm going to, if you all have heard my testimony before, I'll tell anybody I majored in accounting in tech school, but I got my bookkeeping certification. I worked as a bookkeeper and I knew about how to pay off debt. I thought I did. But when my husband and I got back from Germany, we bought a house in Georgia and sold it. But when we got back from Germany, I'm trying to pay down our debt because it was trash, because only one income over there. But I didn't see the movement. I connected with the lender after talking to 12 lenders and saying, "Hey, what am I not doing?" They kept saying, "Just work on your credit, just work on your credit. And when your numbers get better, come back and see us." Only one person sat me down and said, "Oh, let me look." And he showed me, he said, "You need to take care of these 9 things." He actually taught me that there's a such thing as paying off the wrong debt. So if you are in debt, don't start paying off stuff in the name of I'm getting ready to buy a house. You need to talk to a mortgage lender. And when he showed me those 9 things, we knocked those things out. We went from not being able to get chewing gum on credit to um, I can proudly say that we have a home right now that is valued over $750,000. So um, you need to talk to somebody that cares. You need to talk to somebody that's going to walk you through, because this is not an easy fix. I know we're dealing with a generation, and I noticed that even some of the 50 plus and 40 plus, they want it happen right away. If it took you 25 years to destroy your credit, be okay with the 24 months it's going to take to fix it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with that being said, are there free classes to prepare someone to purchase a home? I noticed that you have some. I follow you on Instagram and Facebook, and you talk about some of the workshops that you have. Are there free workshops or free classes to prepare someone to purchase a home? Because I know it's a lot that goes into it, and you just don't want to jump in there and oh, I like this house, and but when you throw the numbers at them, they're like, wait a minute, I didn't know all this was involved in purchasing a house.
Mhm.
Yes, my I'm just gonna say it like this. My marketing manager is strongly encouraging me to even do one during this fall. So I'm looking at doing something live. It'll probably be just a live, but we're gonna save it and record it and put it on my YouTube page, so we can be able
What's
to
your
give
YouTube page? While you talking to us, what's your YouTube page?
Mhm.
So we can make sure we put it up there.
desertjewels.com. Desertjewels.com. That's
Desert
desert
Jewels.
JULLS. It's a play on my name.
Mhm.
.com, because my name is Julie Latondra Loving Scott.
Mhm. All
And
right.
so it's desertjewels.com.
Mhm.
Hopefully you'll see it appear on the screen at some point. No, oh my God, I think, it's been changed, y'all. It's the Oasis
Oh,
Element. My bad. It was Desert Jewels, but it's the Oasis Element.
the
The
Oasis
Oasis
Element.
Element. Okay.
Yes, if you go
Ooh,
on YouTube
.com.
and type in the Oasis Element, it'll come up for you.
Okay.
the Oasis Element. Okay.
Yes, Oasis.
Okay.
And but yes, oh, it is Desert Jewels. Okay, there it is. The oasiselement.com is my website, and the YouTube is Desert Jewels. Hey, we got the
You
same
got so
I
marketing.
many
know.
going.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Stuff going on.
we talking
Like,
to a star. You doing your thing out here. That's
Yeah,
why we got you.
because my mind is on like getting these first time home buyers. Please give me a quick plug. Listen, if
Go
you
ahead.
are 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 105, if you
And
say
then,
you want to be a homeowner,
mhm.
call me. But don't call me if you're not willing to do the work. If you
hmm
destroyed your credit, if you don't understand credit, if you don't have any credit because you were saying, you know what, I'm afraid to have credit and I've been paying for everything cash, so I don't have credit, I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to help you, connect you to the people that you need to talk to. However, I need you to be willing to do the work. I've had a lot of people call me, and like you said, Curtis, the minute you require some skin in the game, it's like, oh, wait, I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Yes,
Takes a
we're
lot.
going to talk about a budget. We're going to talk about how to live within that budget. We're going to talk about saving money, because VA and even the first time homebuyer program, they hear that down payment assistance or zero down and they think there's no money involved.
Mhm.
There's an inspection, there's earnest money, there's an appraisal, there's a repairs, there's closing costs. And
Mhm.
I know this is going to freak a lot of people out. The seller is not required to pay any of it. You can ask them to pay for some things, but they're not required. This is stuff you have to be prepared to pay for yourself. All the
And
way
have it
down
in the bank
to,
account.
yes, and you got to have reserves in your bank account. What is reserves? That's that money that the mortgage company requires you to have. So in case 2008 happens again, in case 2020 happens again, you got a 3 to 6 months cushion to be able to continue to make your mortgage payments, your light bill payment, your and have somewhat of a life during the time we are in this crisis situation.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
It's a lot, but yes,
Yeah.
it is. But
So
having
you do
somebody
the free
that'll walk you
classes.
through it. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you do the free classes, but they just got to be able to do the work. Um, and well, that's a good thing to say because this new generation they want I want it now, but I don't understand that
Work
I got to
behind it.
put in the work to make it happen. You're not going to do the work for them. You're just going to lay out the law of the land, and then
Plan.
You gotta, yeah, I'm gonna give you the
I'll even
plan
hold
to
your
actually.
hand. I will
Yeah.
even hold your hand, but
Walk
I'm
you
not
through
going to
it.
do the work for you. I'm going to let you
Mhm.
know there's the shovel. I need you to dig this trench, but I can't dig it for you. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
when I say save money, I'm telling you this is what you need, and it's up to you to save. And you can't tell me you can't save the money, because if you got on $80 eyelashes, Sephora makeup, um, what is it, $1,200 hair, yeah, you can. I can help you save a bunch of money by switching to a budget.
Mhm.
Going natural, Julie.
Well, this
No, you
means
don't necessarily have to go
you don't
natural.
have to
You
go
just
natural.
have to budget. You find out where you want to cut things back. Because if you actually sit down, and a lot of people don't write their bills and stuff out or their money out. But if you write it out and you see it, that'll make
Hmm.
you less joyful or just run out there just making purchases on stuff. You think
Right,
before
right.
you buy it. Do I really need this? Like, what's going on? And it's okay to shop for yourself, but you don't
Yes.
have to shop every week. You know things that are coming up. You know what bills you have. Okay, this month I have this, or okay, I'm gonna have to do this over here. Then okay, you cut spending somewhere else so that at the end of the month you're not robbing Peter to pay Paul. So you just have to budget. I mean,
That's
that's
that
just
need. In
that's
my
it.
budgeting class, I talk about needs versus want.
There you
Y'all,
go.
this is the pot talking to all the kettles. So anybody that's watching right now and you're saying to yourself, well, she got this, she got that. No, 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 no.
Mm,
Y'all talk to my husband. I had a spending addiction. When we got our first home, I was in tears because I told him, I said, here's the money, because you got to save it. I can't do it. So my husband had to send me an allowance while he was deployed, because that's how spoiled I was, concerning money. So if you got a spending addiction, please know this is somebody that can help you. I've had to figure it out. What works for me. I found out about savings accounts where, you know what, just don't even give me access to it. That requires two signatures. So there's ways to help you save money, because sometimes resisting is not what you need to do. We need to avoid sometimes, and we need to set up barriers to prevent us from overspending. And so, no, Curtis, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm not telling you not to groom yourself. I'm not telling you not to enjoy your makeup. I'm just saying, instead of doing Sephora, let's go to Walgreens and CVS and use those coupons sometimes. Instead of paying $12.50 for the hair, how about we go back and get the $120 hair, and we watch the YouTube on how to preserve the hair and keep it for 6 months instead of having to get new hair every 3 months. So I'm not telling you what I heard about. I'm telling you what I had to live through and actually do.
Hmm.
mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, any final thoughts about those buying or selling houses and financial coaching?
Um, for the buying and selling homes, it's all about planning. Um, And again, ask for help. Don't be ashamed of what situation you're in. You're not the only one. You're not the first one, and you will not be the last one. And if you, especially, I want to especially talk to my church people. Um, we know in the scriptures it says that it is the Lord your God that gives you power to get wealth. I want us to understand He gives you power to get wealth. There's practical work that we have to do. So we can pray, we can scream, we can sacrifice, we can give tithe, we can give offering, we can give a special seed, but there's practical work that we have to do in order to be successful in our finances and in the goal of home ownership. My financial coaching services was birthed out of my desire to help people become homeowners. So if you or someone you know is in need of somebody to sit down with you and show you and guide you on how to go from here to there to being a homeowner, please know I derived a program where you don't only end up in a home, but you're positioned to where you can do other things. Um, and me and my husband are a product of that. We not only were able to purchase homes, we were able to switch out vehicles. Did you all know that you do not have to go and be at the car lot all day to purchase a car. No, there's a way that you can call them, tell them I have this. And if you have what is called a paper, they will work for you and deliver it to your house. Curtis, you said you watched my page. You saw that my vehicle was picked up in California and delivered to me.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's a way that things can happen. Money moves real different when you start learning about money. And my financial coaching is not just to get you in the home, but it's in, I strive to position you to start establishing financial and generational wealth for the generations to come.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
was going to
Thank
ask
you.
you one more question.
Okay.
With before you go about so when you talk about the appraisals, and there's another topic of discussion, especially with minorities. But when you select a person to give you appraisal on a house that you're about to purchase, how does that work? Can you tell us how that works? Can you select who you want, or do you have to go by who the lender sends you?
Here in Texas, your lender doesn't even select them. It's put in a lottery, and whoever picks it up, that's who you get.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no you pick the person or the lender picks the person. No, they put it in the system saying, hey, this is an appraisal need to be done on this address, and they have to wait for somebody to pick up that job. But if for any reason you feel that you've been targeted, there are avenues that you can take to bring that to light. And please know, appraisers do not want you to file a complaint because it does things to their insurance.
Gotcha. Thank you for answering that. I had that question. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you again for coming on and spending your NFL Sunday with us. I know Fedora don't watch football, but I do. But we thank you for coming on again and sharing your thoughts and you're sharing your experience and talking about what it is that we need to do to purchase a home in this era, what's going on with the COVID, time of COVID. And I know the Northeast is growing, so somebody gave me a call about that over there by the golf course over there. They got a large development coming.
And a gated community.
Right. Yeah. So that's some good information you shared with us, especially us veterans and soon to be married couples.
You know what? You're ridiculous.
Huh? No, you know who I'm talking to. I ain't talking to you. I know you already married. You good. You ain't going nowhere. I'm talking.
You know what? I do have a question before you leave. How do you feel about like when people have homes and putting them with like Verbo or Airbnb? Okay, what?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
We'll see you on segment 3. My opinion, and this is from what I'm seeing. Before you jump off into rentals, whether they're short-term, long-term, Airbnb-ing, before you get into that, you need to count up the cost. Because when 2020 happened, how many people were in an Airbnb?
I don't know. Not too many.
How long did it take the world to wake up and be allowed to actually start traveling again to where we could do these things? And then you had the COVID compliance that you had to
like a year.
Count up your costs. And this is another thing. A lot of new jump in, think I got it because I saw it on YouTube. Investors don't count up. And I'm gonna give you all, this is for free.
Okay.
When you get ready to do a rental property of any kind, do you have the reserves for 3 to 5 months of when that property is unoccupied? Do you have the reserves to repair that space if somebody does $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of damage? Do you have the reserves to replace the furniture? Do you have the reserves to do any of the things that may need to be done, even while tenants are in the home. A pipe bursts in the wall, your hot water heater explodes. Let me think of something else that really cost a lot of money. Oh, that one time, little man, he was playing with his baseball in the house and he breaks out the entire glass sliding door. Do you have the reserves for that?
Mm.
Mhm. But when if it's like Airbnb, in that back on the tenant, don't they have to pay that, right?
You
Or
would
no?
need to talk to Airbnb about what their compliance rules are. However, if you are
It's still
doing
coming out your
Airbnb,
pocket.
you still need reserves. You got to have money saved up for these incidentals. Just because they may owe it doesn't mean they're going to be able to pay it. What if they gave you that one dummy credit card that has just enough money on it to pay? Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. People don't think about stuff like that. And
Mm.
the
Yeah.
reason I know about that, because I learned how to do that back in the
Mhm.
day when I was before Jesus. Um,
Oh, Jesus.
I figured out how to have a dummy card that I would give even to hotels. I knew how much they charged for incidentals. And so that's what was on there. And I would go and make long distance phone calls and blah, 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 and on and on. And all you could get was what was on that card. And you called me until you blew in the face and say, well, you have an additional balance in the amount of blah, blah, blah.
Okay, and the person has to eat that.
Julie.
Okay, okay. So
I'm
yeah,
shocked.
it's a lot
I
that
love the
goes in
Lord now.
because we see
I'm
we see
honest
the
now.
shiny,
Fedora.
things and
Fedora, she said, I love the Lord now.
uh-huh. I feel it. Yeah, yeah. But we see the shiny and we see what we think, when you're adding up, but you like you say you have to add up the cost. Okay. Thank you
Hmm.
for that.
Talk
Right.
to a professional. We have investors in our brokerage, so please, if you're thinking about it, let me connect you with somebody that can walk you through it. We have a flipper in our brokerage, and she loves giving the flipper class. I mean, she does a great job. Wine is involved sometimes, so she does a great job.
Okay.
Communion for the churchgoers. Communication is happening. It's not with God, but there is
Mhm.
communication happening on that day.
Mhm. Okay. Well, thank you. So, hashtag just call Julie at 915-539-0524. Yeah. So get all
And
the wealth
follow
of
her on
information.
YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, give us your where we can follow you. Where can we find you at, Julie?
You can find me under duress because of Monica on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm Googleable now. From what I understand, if you Google me, I will pop up.
Okay.
All right.
So you'll see my website. You'll see that I'm with Keller Williams, the largest and the number one brokerage in the world,
All
not
right.
just city, state, and national, but they are the world right now.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
but if you Google me, if all else fails, always dial 915-539-0524 and you can get me. Or ask Curtis, ask Fedora. They can get you connected with me. I'm more than willing to help, but you've got to be willing to do the work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all the wealth of information. Thank you. Thank you. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you all for this opportunity.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
You
Miss
have a good
Julie
rest
Loving
of your
Scott,
Sunday.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hmm. Bye. That's good. All right,
That's
Curtis.
good. That's good stuff. That's
It
good stuff.
is. Help
We
me
got
out.
some more stuff to talk about before we get out of here. We got to keep them updated on what's going on, the latest and greatest resources and events and information. So it's
Hmm.
still Hispanic Heritage Month, and it ends October the 15th.
Okay.
This week and next week, Black El Paso Voice will share interviews with some of El Paso's Black identifying Hispanic residents.
Hmm.
Follow us at a Black El Paso Voice for updates. If you'd like to be a guest to find out more information about the Black Latino experience, the Black Latinx,
Hmm.
Latinx experience, email us at therealsweet915@gmail.com.
Right. And then any upcoming events, sending flyers. We'll post them for you. So send us the flyer for the event. Other important dates, November 22nd is the general election, which is the 14th of June. And then Tuesday, October 11th, 2022, we have is the last day to register to vote. So that's coming up soon. So please, please, please register if you have not already registered to vote.
Yeah. And if
And
you want to
then,
know,
hmm? Oh,
yeah, if they want to know what's on the ballot, what's going to be on the ballot this year as far as
mhm,
topic of discussions, go to, on EP votes
mhm,
and look under sample ballots,
mhm.
and it should tell you what's going to be on the ballot,
Yep.
what's going to be on the ballot for you to be looking at. Um, that's going to be voted on here in El
Yep.
Paso, the city. I mean,
Hmm. And then October 24th, first day to early vote. And then October the 28th is the last day to apply for a mail ballot. And then November 4th, last day to early vote. And then Tuesday, November 8th, last day to receive your ballot by mail. And then election day, if the carrier, if the envelope is not postmarked or by Wednesday the 9th, November the 9th. So just make sure you go ahead and early vote, do all the things that we have to do, because by the 8th of November, which is election day. But let's get out there and vote early. Um, do our due diligence, help people to the polls if they need a ride, put it out there for your family members. Remind the young people, please, please, please vote. This year, it's life or death, baby. It's life
it's like
or
the death.
death. It is. It is life or death. A lot of stuff, especially for us. For people that look like me, you
Mm-hmm.
better get it in. You better get it in.
Better get it in.
Yep. Don't
Don't
complain
get
about
too comfortable with
nothing.
your lifestyle
I'm
thinking
saying,
your vote doesn't matter.
don't complain
Yeah.
about nothing afterwards
Mm-hmm.
if you don't get yourself out there and vote.
Okay.
Believe it.
So
All
we got
right.
some other stuff coming up. We got some events,
What else?
local events coming up as well. So let's see what we got coming up.
What do we have?
Ooh. Navigating for election rights, uh,
In El Paso.
in El Paso and NAACP Unit 6175. No vote. Monday, October the
Mm,
3rd, 6:30 to 7:30. The Zoom and registration requires, and it's going to talk about voting. You can register on the website. Um, Lisa Wise, El Paso County is presented by Lisa Wise, El Paso County Elections Administrator, Brenda Negrete, El Paso County Elections Register List.
okay.
So I think this is the one where you can get registered. Well, they'll tell you about how to get registered.
Okay. And then you have Diamonds and Pearls Gala, a Founders Day celebration for Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, which is September. No, it can't be September 15th. Let's see.
No,
When is it?
that's
Oh, December
January.
2nd. Deadline is December the 2nd.
Okay.
So
For the
send
for the book.
information to, for the brochure to put your information in it. The event is January the 14th. The deadline is December the 2nd. And email gala2023 at El Paso, aka.org.
Yeah, it's the AKAs as well. They're doing a joint gate
Gala.
gala.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoa.
Sixth
Just the sixth
annual
annual.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
Vets
the
Giving.
vets giving volunteers are needed. I
Okay.
can't read all that. It's in small print, but
I know it's October the 15th from 12 to 2 p.m., which is a
Mhm.
Saturday.
Okay.
Um, you can get the information, register to volunteer and contact their outreach director, Jamal Lopez. I guess
Hmm.
that's at J Lopez, and I cannot see the rest of that. That is way too small. But
Endeavors.org.
okay.
Endeavors.org.
Okay. So I Lopez at endeavors.org.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
Ishmael Lopez. All right. So they need volunteers for the Vets sixth annual Vets Giving. Volunteers needed. Okay, that's good. So you
Okay.
serve dinner.
It's a Saturday,
Hmm.
15th. Okay, cool.
And then Juneteenth 2023, Black El Paso Voice. If you're interested in providing input for Juneteenth 2023, let us know. Contact Monica at blackelpasovoice.com or facebook.com/Black El Paso Voice. Give us your input.
Hmm. So Miss Monica Tucker is going to talk about this biannual heritage cotillion.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
We sure
Yes.
can.
This is a very, very important event. This is the last event for one of the, I guess, the person who is in charge of the program. This is her last time doing this, and so we're going to have those who have been Miss Debutante in the past, they're all going to be here to celebrate. We're honoring people in the community who have helped over the years. It's a really, really great event. It's an important event, and you never know, the cotillion may continue to carry on, but this is her last time doing this, and that's Miss Anna Harris Howe. So what's happening is we're looking for young ladies between of African descent between the ages of 17 to 19, high school, juniors and seniors, or they can be in college. They can be college freshmen, up to 19 years or younger. There is a fee, and we don't want people to not sign up because of the fee, because there are people who can support. There are those out there who are ready to sponsor young ladies. So don't hesitate, to sign up. We want everyone to share this with young ladies in that age group as soon as possible, because applications and sponsorships are due by October 15th. It's always an exciting event. The biannual Heritage Cotillion, it's a way to present our African American young ladies to the community. So if you know of any young ladies who would like to participate, tell them to visit heritagecotillion.org, or they can visit the Heritage Cotillion page on Facebook as well if they have any more information, or if they need any more information. So again,
Okay.
don't let the registration fee prevent you from signing up. Again, we can always find a way. There are people who want to support. So
Sponsor.
it's something that's really, really great for young ladies. They do a lot. They have the parent and daughter tea. They do a lot of activities at the McCall Neighborhood Center. So it's a great event.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
heritagecoalition.org. All right. For the month of October, let's see, we have a lot of days of observance. So today is National GOE Day, which stands for Growth, Out, Overcome, Empower. And this week is Mental Illness Awareness,
Hmm.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, of course, Health Literacy Month, Financial Planning Month, Eat Better, Eat Together Month,
Hmm.
National Bullying Prevention Month, National Animal Safety and Protection Month, National Domestic Violence Awareness Month,
Okay.
Church Safety and Security Month, National Fire Prevention Month, National Family Sexuality Education Month, National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month, Positive Attitude Month, National Depression Education Awareness Month, National Dropout Prevention Month, and National Book Month. So October is a very busy month.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep, we got the pink and what's that? Purple ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Right.
What else we got?
Well,
So tune in with Real Talk with Mr. Marcus McCoy tomorrow live, October 3rd at noon. A conversation about life between a father and son, from the importance of fatherhood to the reality of politics and policing in this day and age.
right.
We have Mr. Larry McCoy, a special guest tomorrow, live noon. So tune into that. Should be a good show.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, any last words, Curtis?
Oh, I, whew, listen, I'm pooped,
I know
tired.
you're tired. I was just going to say, I know you're
I need
tired.
a break. The photo shoot this morning. I had a banquet this weekend, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things kind of fell through, and I took the heat rounds for it. But for all those that I didn't invite or didn't receive an invitation, if you're watching, I just apologize, but I ask that you still continue to support. We're going to do something for the kids this year. My organization, El Paso Holy Royal Arts, we're going to do candy giveaway at the firehouse in the Northeast. So if you'd like to make a donation towards the candy, you can hit me up at host Curtis Smith,
Mm-hmm.
or you want to. My cash app is $ Chucktown71. If you would like to make a donation, just make sure that you put that is for candy for the children in the Northeast for the fire department, and I'll make sure that my organization gets it. So that's what I got going on. It was so we're doing a candy giveaway. I got to say it again. We're doing a candy giveaway. The Paso Holy Royal Arts Masons for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like to make a donation, my cash app is $Chucktown71. And just make sure you put in the comments that donation for candy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll make sure that the El Paso Holy Royal Arts get that donation so that they can purchase candy for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, we give a lot of candy at that firehouse down in the Northeast. So
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Which one?
it's
What
that,
street?
it's off of Martin Luther King down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the street, but I know it's off Martin Luther King. So we're out there,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids come through. We just throw candy in the bag,
In
the
the
little babies and
neighborhood.
everybody. So come
Okay.
on out there and get you some free candy.
All right.
Once you hit the neighborhood, just come right to the fire station. We'll be sitting right out there and put some candy in your bag for your kids and the grown ups too that think they still kids. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm still working on this master's degree. Fedora, you ain't telling me how to do all this writing, but
Oh, you should have known, man. That's all you do with a master's degree.
a lot of it's a lot of
Yep.
writing, a lot of
A
case
lot of
studies.
reading and a lot of writing.
Yeah, a
Yes,
lot of case
buddy.
studies too.
That's
So
it.
that's
Mm-hmm.
all I got going on. What about you? Anything for the people
Um,
before we get out of here?
you know what I always say: just keep that love
Keep
in your
love in your
heart.
heart.
That's it. And please stay safe. You
Yeah.
know.
Please stay safe.
Yep.
Remember, COVID is still out there. Be safe with your driving. Wow.
Yep. Our next show is October the 16th at 4 p.m. So we'll see you. Hit us up at the Real Sweet 915 at gmail.com and message us online at Sweet 915. Send us some tea or Curtis a coffee or a strawberry refresher for me at $ Sweet 915. All
I got to
right.
get that one. The strawberry refresher. Got it.
So awesome. 4 pumps of raspberry and add black tea.
Okay.
You know what I'm on, right?
Right.
That's some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, try it. You'll like it.